Hello, lovely people. Another episode from my podcast. I thought it's already episode 9. And from the people who don't know me, I'm Lucia Beck, a photographer and stylist from Holland. I photograph food, interior, gardens. I make productions for the magazines, interior. And I also teach a lot, online, offline. And of course, I want to tell you about my new program. In 2 weeks, my online photography and business coaching is starting. And I think it's so exciting because it's a whole new program. And in 6 weeks, we're going to dive in. Actually, I'm getting you into action, especially if you want to start as a photographer, or if you already started part-time. But you don't earn enough money. And we're going to dive in how to work with a team, in setting goals, affirmations. Let's talk about the money, a very important subject. And you will have access to online models and videos. Also bonuses to my online course, Restaurant Photography, and lots of other bonuses. But today I have dear Lucia in my podcast. We're also filming this, so if you want to watch it on YouTube, it's also available over there. I know Lucia from Instagram. Lucia, could you tell something about yourself?
Sure. Thank you, Lucia, for having me. It's really a pleasure to talk to you again. So yes, we met on Instagram. I am behind the Healthy Goodies by Lucia. Yeah. And I started this blog in 2018. So during the time it developed from the recipes to photography. So now I am also a teacher at our members club. So it's an interactive community for food photographers from all over the world. So this is what mostly you will find. And I am a food photographer. I work with other brands. I work for clients as well. So mostly, however, I focus on building and on the members club.
Yes, thank you for sharing. Yes, that was also the reason that I want to interview you, because we already cooperate together for your membership. So I made a video about lightning with daylight and dark moody photography. I think it was very fun to do, and also I did a live Q&A with your students, with your members.
Oh, it was so inspiring, and we speak about it still now.
Oh yeah? Oh.
Yes. We just had the live call yesterday, and we spoke about the goal setting for the rest of the year, and we spoke about visualization as well. And I told them, like, okay, so you remember we spoke with Lucia, introduced us about visualization as well. Just go to that call, rewatch it again, watch it again. It was very inspiring. They're all like super excited about it. So
great. I get getting goosebumps from it. Oh, that's great to hear. Yeah, it was very nice talking to your students. But I'm talking at Instagram at Project X, because I also want to start the membership. But your memberships is mainly about food photography and food styling, if I'm correct. I want to do my membership about different topics, about photography, styling, and business side, because I also have the experience with product photography or interior photography, or I have many creative ideas, and every time I came up with something new, and now I can put it in the membership. And just, I think I really believe my mission is to create and share my knowledge and inspiration. And I think I can all do that in a membership.
Yes, I agree, because to me, membership really allowed to bring a lot of new ideas. So it was it was not like this at the beginning when we started, and you know, like things are never perfect and you never get 100% of them before you start. So a lot of ideas, the structure is still the same, the way how it works is still the same, but we introduced a lot of new ideas that that we thought, like my members told me, like, I'm struggling with this, can we have that or this? And so we introduced a lot of new activities on the way. So I agree, it's having a membership is a great place how you can just start doing whatever idea you get, you know, and test it and play around and enjoy having fun with the members. So it's really something like, yes, the creative outlet for your ideas, for activities, and so on. So it is exactly like how you mentioned you would love to create it.
Yeah, and you also ask your memberships what do you need, or where do you want help in?
Yes, so basically we have monthly topics that are somehow defined, are introduced by me and confirmed by the members. So I always ask them, like, okay, what is the topic that you would love to see in the future, in the next months? We are introducing this topic. So my goal was to create this year focused on food photography. So the members that joined at the beginning were, most of them started with food photography during COVID last year. So they were complete beginners. And that's why I wanted to focus this year on building proper skills about composition, lighting, editing, colors, and other food photography topics. So then now I already see the need for example, marketing, social media, WordPress. We had already one topic about business, but this is also some questions that I receive, if we can focus maybe on this, on that. So we are the branding, and because I come from corporate, and I love the topics as coaching and growing the soft skills, and this is something that I have also at some point trained my colleagues in the past life. I call it past life because it's like two new lives that you start after you start food photography. So these topics are also very close to me, and these topics are also something like I feel they are really necessary for those who wants to start the business in the future, and so on and so forth. So that's why I would love to also move towards building soft skills. So these kind of topics I would love to then introduce next year and the year after and after.
Yeah.
So,
and how, I have lots of questions. I want to have a structure in it. My question was, for how long have you worked start making the membership? Because I think your graphic design, your sales page is looking beautiful, like the good text, and because I'm also busy with those things. So how long time did it cost when you launched it?
So the idea about the membership came in May, and I did a course about this business model. So I did a course about how to build a membership, how to make it work, and how to structure it, and what it means to have a membership. So I was studying it for about 1-2 months. So it was May, June. In July, September, I started somehow thinking about the content, what I could do. Then in September, I did a survey with my audience, with my subscribers, about what they like, what they miss, and so on. And so then I had, at the end of September, at the beginning of October, I had the structure of how the club is working right now. So I started designing based on the structure. I started designing the dashboard, pages inside, because it's like the whole complex world behind the blog. So there is the login, and I created the entire dashboard and a new area behind the blog. So this is what I started designing first in Canva, as kind of from the user experience and design point of view. And once it was ready in November, I started building it. So the club opened in December. So I said it was something like half a year of building, preparing for it.
For my feeling, you already have it like for 2 years or something, you know, because every time I see it, and I really like the subjects, and it's so funny to hear. Yeah.
The thing is that I was constantly changing things. So I was constantly changing and adjusting the design. So the club, the dashboard as it is now, it was not at the beginning.
Yeah.
So I changed the design, we changed somehow the layout, and I rewrote the sales page a few times, every time before we launched. So it was constant like progress and growth, and that's why it was, because every time I feel I need to focus on something else. So if I focus on content, I lack the time or energy for the design point of view. So once I had the content and I launched the club and I had the sales page with the content there, the second time I launched, I opened the door, I was in a stage in a phase to focus on the design. So I was transforming the content into a nicer design. So this is somehow how all the content and members club was progressing.
And I saw sometimes you close the membership and then people have to wait like 1 or 2 months and then they can join. Is it the reason that you can doing the sales thing?
Well, it is the reason that I can spend and dedicate proper time to and welcome on board process. So when I opened the membership in December, I kept the door opened completely. So the members came during the month when they wanted, and I felt it was a bit confusing for them. It was a bit confusing for me because I didn't, the thing is that we are interactive community, and this is the uniqueness that defines us. But I don't feel this way if I don't welcome my members personally.
Yes,
so
because you will, sorry to interrupt you, you will also go live, is that right, with your members?
Yes. So at the beginning, the members were coming as they wanted, and I didn't really have time to set aside with everyone. Okay, so that's why I closed the door, and that's why I kept opening them at the beginning of every month, but it was just too much for me. So creating a new course, creating every new content, launching the club. If you have a team, it's fine, but if you are alone, it's too much.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So it was crazy. I was so tired and exhausted, and it was only a few months after we started.
Yeah. I think I have the feeling you're giving lots of your energy into this membership. You just feel it.
It is literally my life. I spend almost 100% there of my time, or from 80 to 100% in the club. It was really like it's like a new family, you know, like that's why I call it new life.
Yeah.
It is amazing. And so then I closed the door for every month, and we open it only 4 times per year now. So 4 times per year, when I have really more time to prepare everything for opening the club, more time to create some kind of more interesting activities connected to the launch.
Yeah. And then they have access like for 3 months? Or how is your membership monthly?
Sorry, live call. The membership is monthly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So the structure repeats every month.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And the new members now, they also for the next year. So this year it was a little bit messy because I was trying different things and seeing what works, what doesn't for others, but for me as well, because it is the first time that I did the first year for me. So it's kind of experimental year. And it will get more structured next year. So next year I hope to do the launch 4 times per year. And then I do some windows as well. So as we are having some interesting activities in the club, I give the possibility to come and join for those activities before the launch. So sometimes I do some windows for people to have a chance to join us before something important happens. But generally, officially, the club opens 4 times per year.
And what do you mean by windows?
So they are short period of time, for example, for a couple of days before, again, we do some very interesting activities. So it is, so the launch is taking about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And the window it might take 4 or 5 days. It is just a very special occasion, like join me from tomorrow. The club is open because we are preparing for the new activities. If you want to come and join us, this is the best time. Otherwise, the possibility will be at the end of October, the beginning of November.
Yeah. And I think people from all over the world are joining you with...
Yes, last time I counted it, but I counted nationalities only for example, for the magazine that we created.
Yeah, oh, it was looking great.
Thank you. It was 18, 19 nationalities that worked on that. It was really amazing. So right now in the club, we have literally people from all parts of the world. So I believe it would be around maybe 30 nationalities at this stage there. Maybe more. So it's really inspiring talking to all these people, and it's very, very motivating, and there is so much energy and also support between the members. It's very nice to see.
Yeah, and that's could you tell the listeners about your magazine? Because of course I saw it and I also shared it at Instagram because it was looking fabulous.
Thank you. So the magazine is the result of the tournament that we have. So it is purely prepared by our members. I have 2 other members who are helping me to put it together. So there is Deborah and Alessia that are helping me, because Deborah has many years experience with working with proper magazines, like hard copy magazines. Oh, yeah. And Alessia is a graphic designer. So they are my members as well. I'm so happy to have them. Yeah. So they were helping me to build the final result of the final magazine, as you saw visually. So it is, as I said, prepared by the members, and this was the first edition. So it's called Food Connects Us, because at the end, it is food that connected us all together. Yeah. And we want to show different recipes from different parts of the world, from different kind of nationalities, and what are differences in the habits and in the way how we eat and so on and so forth. We are already starting to prepare for the second edition. So the magazine will go out 4 times per year. It will be focused on seasonal recipes. Now we are preparing for winter and Christmas season, so it will be super, super nice. We are now building the themes, the topics, discussing them. We are introducing so many different ideas for the next editions. Yes. So I hope in the future it will bring, somehow it will spread the name about my members. So the magazine is somehow is with the objective to help them, to promote them and promote their work and get some proper kind of something additional for the portfolio, for their portfolio, to show something real. And I hope it will get them to grow more the business and get some new connections in the future.
Great. Yeah, such a great idea. Yeah, really. I just had a question and I forgot it. Just let me think. Oh yes. I was wondering, you're also doing food photography assignments, but now you have the membership. Is there like a shift? Because I think the membership would take a lot of time. Yes. And do you have less time for photography assignments? This was my personal thoughts.
Yes. It is especially during the first year, when you are getting used to the quantity of work and trying to anticipate work for the next month. So it takes me, as I mentioned, 80 to 100% of my time per month. Really depends on what activities we do. It's true that during summer I took the vacation, so I have usually I take 3 weeks in August, but it was not possible because I need to work for the club, so I split it into 3 months, and I took it easier. I just want to relax during summer.
Yeah.
So I had maybe 1 week in which I didn't do anything, so I was working with 3 weeks, which is taking all those 3 weeks I spend on building the club and working on the content. So
Yeah.
the thing is that it's not only about the next month, but I try to anticipate the next months and next months. And now I'm already working towards December, and I already start preparing the course for November. And in September, I'm filming the content for the November, and so it always somehow, gets a lot of work. So the more you anticipate, the better it is, but the less time you have for other things. So that's why it was the year when I learned a lot how to manage things, how to anticipate, how to organize myself, and how to make it done so I don't feel so overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I hope to have someone who will help me with all those things for the next year, so I have more time really to focus on something else. So when it comes to personal, for example, shootings, sometimes when I have too much work on the computer, I don't feel creative and I don't feel for shooting. So I shoot my personal projects maybe once per month or twice per month, which is a super great number. I try to do it every week, but it's just when I finally somehow, switch off the computer, there is so much work to manage at home. So I somehow never get into shooting my projects during the entire day. So that's why it takes a lot of time and energy and focus on the membership. But I would not change a thing.
No.
It's something that helped me grow a lot. It really formed me professionally and also personally. I was even though I had, for example, I grew a lot in terms of soft skills as well. So even though I talked from my previous job with a lot of strangers and I was constantly talking to some new people, it was so new to me before the membership in the food photography world. I have never spoken with anyone face to face. So it was something like I was so scared of.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, and just going back to your talk, you really have to plan it, to make a planning. So I'm already planning work in September and October for the membership, because otherwise it won't be there. But the consequence is that I have to say no to other photography assignments, because I'm working 4 days also with 3 little children, 1 big, and I don't want to work in the evening or in the weekends. So I really have to make choices. So I also have the feeling that I'm in a kind of shift right now, because I really want to make this. So, and I realized I have to say no to other assignments, but I strongly believe if you say no to something, other doors will open. And if I hear you, you are growing and you're every time, of course, you learn new stuff. And I also think you really like to connect with people, and that's all with the membership, with the community. It's all about connecting with people.
Yes, I agree. It's very linked to it is all about the business model and how you see your business in the future. So yes, it's true, because as I started with the membership and as it goes, I have to say no to a lot of other things, almost all other things, because I don't want to be so stressed, and I need to be, you know, I need to bring new ideas, and I need to be full of energy, and I need to be in the state when I don't feel too overwhelmed, so I can run it and make it all smooth. So client projects, it was really like I had to really cancel a lot of, kind of say, to how to say, to take it off from my table.
Yeah.
So I could be free to create a membership and to take care of it. Other, as I mentioned, personal projects, you know, personal shoots, when you are just spending half a day or 1 day on, you know, playing around.
Yeah.
It was very, very reduced this year. I am basically, yeah. So there is a lot of no, there is a lot of sacrifices. I work during the weekend, and I haven't had one weekend off since October last year. But I am, this is also the fact that I am alone. So I have outsourced maybe the communication with the client. So I have another person who is taking care of these and who is supporting me in terms of these kind of projects.
Yeah.
I have accountant whom I outsource the finance and accounting, but I don't have any assistant yet who would help me with all those prepare automations. At the end, I automate a lot of things, but you always have to spend time to prepare those automations. So I'm trying to somehow organize this. I was working during the holidays because we had the magazine to be launched. So it is a lot of sacrifices, I have to say, and it is a big commitment, the membership, but it's so worth it.
Oh, great. Well, it sounds great. I think you're a hardworking woman, really. Yeah. Well, I think it's very exciting. So during this conversation, I very looking forward to go for it, and I think it's also important to just follow your feelings.
Yes.
Although in the beginning of the podcast you were also saying it wasn't perfect right away, you know, and often it isn't, and you have to make it better through the time.
Yes, I think if you are thinking about doing something like this, I always believe it's worth to try.
Yeah.
So it's worth to see, and it's a new experience. It's something new that you learn and you grow, and whether it will go well, whether it will change, because you are the one who is, you know, managing it. So if you feel that you felt more happy with your clients and with the courses and with some other activities, you are free to change the things and adjust them as you go. After all, you are the most important person.
Yeah.
There, so you really, it's up to you how you feel, but I think it's, if you are thinking about it, it's worth to try.
Yeah. Very exciting.
I'm super also excited to see it, so how it will come up.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, so we're working on it now, so of course I will let you know when when it's ready. And can you tell the people where they can find you at Instagram or your website or the membership?
Sure. So Instagram is Healthy Goodies by Lucia, and this is also the website. So the website is healthygoodiesbylucia.com, and everything is there. So they can download the magazine from the website. There is in the menu the free magazine. They can see about the members club there. Also, there are links for reading, for getting to know about our members club. They can subscribe, so eventually if they would love to join and use the window, which is coming very soon.
Yeah, okay, great.
They can eventually join us too. So everything is from they can find me on Instagram, and they can get links to the website, so it's easy to find me.
Great. Well, I also will put the links in the podcast from you and in the YouTube video. So thank you so very much. It is so nice to talk with you.
Thank you, Lucia. It was very, very pleasant. I'm so happy to meet you again, to talk to you again.
Yeah, yeah. Well, have a great week, and I will talk to you soon.
Thank you, you too.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.